Okay, so this will be a training video on how to process a new landlord. Basically, this means that a landlord has submitted a property on the website, and now we need to take the appropriate steps to start the process and marketing of that property. So this is just a little guide here with the information and the steps necessary that we'll go through. Basically, the first thing you're going to do is check your email, which is an account that we'll provide for you. So you'll check the email account for notification of a new property or a new web form being filled out. And then you're going to verify that the information that's submitted is real. We don't want, sometimes we get spam stuff, so we just want to make sure that it looks like it's legitimate. And then once we verify that it's legitimate, we'll click on the REI Black Book link at the bottom of the email. We'll sign into REI Black Book, and then we'll click on Tools or Property Inbox. Two different options to click on there to get to the same spot. And then you'll find and open the new property. We'll change the market status to available and change the deal type to rental. So that's the first portion of this video, so I'll go through that quickly here. Alright, so here's your email. Basically go down here at the bottom, we can see there's one that says new web form filled out, landlord sign up platinum, so we'll click on that. Open it up and you can see here he is, Maximilian, phone number, there's an address, and actual information about the property. A written description, and all this other information is filled in as well. And then I have read and agree to the terms and conditions below, which are not in here, but if they click on the I agree, it'll come in the email and it'll have this line right here. So that means that this one is legitimate. So we'll go ahead, we'll scroll to the bottom of the email, and we'll click on this link here. Now I put this in the email so that whenever somebody submits a property, it just comes in the email so it's easier for you to use. So we'll click on that, and we'll open up REI Black Book. And you'll have to sign in. So basically once you sign in, this will be the home screen and we'll give you a login for this. Then we're going to go ahead and click on Tools or Property Inbox, it didn't matter which one. And we'll scroll down and we'll try to find that property. So if we go back to the email, we can see that the address, 1129 Wind Trail in Madison, Wisconsin. So got a few properties in here. We can see this one right here is 1129 Wind Trail. And basically, if I go back to the instructions, we can see that we found the property by clicking on Tools or Property Inbox. So now we need to open up the new property, and we're going to change the market status to available and the deal type to rental. So that's pretty straightforward. So let's go ahead and click on the address here. And we want this to say available, which it already does. And we want this deal type to say rental. And it'll come in different things, but this is what we want them to say, available and rental. So that first part of this is done. It's very simple. It looks like a lot of steps, but you go through them pretty quickly here. So now we need to update the property marketing information. So we're going to click on the marketing tab, and then we're going to click on the property details. So we click on the marketing tab, and we'll click on the property details. And it's basically, it just scrolls you down. So there's marketing, there's property details, and then this is the information we're going to be updating. So basically we want to update the property basics. So the property basics, we're going to set the listing type to for rent. So property basics right here, and we want to change. So it's important that we do it in this order. We're going to update this stuff up here, but we don't want to do that until we get all the actual property information updated. So we're going to go ahead and click on edit there, and we want to make sure that this says for rent, and that this says rental, and that this says single family residence, and this says available, and then we'll put the rental rate in there. So we'll get the rental rate from the email. They'll have that in there. So required rent amount $1,500 and a deposit of $1,500. So go ahead, put $1,500 in there and hit save. And then we'll go back to our instructions here. So we're at the rental rate. So now we want to fill in the property description section. So here it is. Basically, here's a short description. So the catchy title. For this one, I just put in there clean and move-in ready. the short description: 4-bedroom, 2-bath bungalow with large outbuilding. So that's pretty straightforward. And then the full property description, we actually get that from the email. So basically you just copy this and paste it in there. So it's already in there, but when you go through one of these, it's going to be blank. So save that. I'm going to go back into my instructions here. Now we need to update the edit property details section. So there's a few categories. We want to do the property features, the school profile, the land and building info, and the pricing details. So we'll scroll down a little further here, and we can see here are the different options. So the address details, you can click this display address box, that's fine. Property features. So now all these features we need to choose based on this email here. So I'm going to break this off just so I can look at both of them at the same time. So I'm going to shrink this down and come back here, shrink this one down just so I can see them both at the same time. I'll just make it a little bit easier here. Okay, so we're going to go back down here to the property details, and we clicked on property features already, and now we just want to find out which appliances are included. So if we go down here, we can see appliances included. We have a refrigerator, oven, stove, microwave. So refrigerator, refrigerator, oven, and microwave, garbage disposal, which is the sink disposal. And then the next category is the interior amenities, which are going to be a combination of the rooms and the additional features. So we can see over here we got basement, granite countertops, and pantry. So basically you're just going to go through here and you go, okay, there's a living room, family room, storage space, breakfast, nook, pantry, office. So the options that are in rooms we're going to go ahead and add here, and then the additional features, so tile floors and granite. You see granite right there, tile floors. Basically just trying to make the best out of the information that we have. And then the exterior amenities are last: deck, balcony, or patio, a fenced yard, and a lawn. So go ahead and click deck, balcony, patio, fenced yard, grass, lawn. And that's pretty much it there. So I'll open up my instructions here again. And now we want to do the school profile. So make this a little bit bigger here. And we'll click on school profile. So then the school district we want to go ahead and get from right here. So Madison East. Which is fine, you don't need to put any more than that in there. We'll hit save school profile, and then we'll go on to the land and building information. Total rooms, so you can just count them up: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rooms. Parking spaces, let's see if we can find parking in here. 1 car attached, so we'll just say 1 car attached. And I think that's going to be about it on this one, so we'll save that. And then we'll go ahead and do the pricing details. So we have our rent, $1,500. Rental frequency, it's per month. And rental deposit was $1,500 as well. We got that right here, deposit required, and then the rent amount. And we can go ahead and hit show price, that's fine, so we'll save that. And that's the last option there. And then upload pictures, and then set the primary image. So this person hasn't submitted pictures yet, but I do have another client that's put pictures in here. So you can see Steve Gilbertson put in 9 pictures. And so we're just going to go ahead and download those and upload them in here. So let's go ahead and let's grab one that's just a front picture here and see if we can make this simple. Now, for this example, I'm just going to do one picture because it'll take me a little while. But you're going to want to put all the pictures in there. So now we'll go ahead and scroll down, upload images, and you can do it from your file wherever you want, that's fine. This is the picture that we just got, so I'm going to drop that in here. And it'll upload. And then we'll go ahead and write street view, or kitchen, or backyard, or bathroom, whatever it is. And then we should be all set. So from there, we just want to make sure we have the primary image set, which we always want to be this front picture of the house. And then once that's done, we can go back to our instructions here. And then basically, if they haven't sent in pictures, we'll just grab one from a street view in Google. So basically, if you Google the address, try to find a picture that way. Something basic as a placeholder until we actually get the pictures. So now we're going to go live with this property. So we want to turn on the community status, which is going to be all the way at the top here. And I'm going to make this full size again so it's easier to see. So the community status we want to click on, and the website status and the featured website status on. So website status, feature status, and then we want to turn on the property blaster status. So we'll go ahead and hit on to that. We'll set it for 90 days out, and we should be all set. That's all you need to do for this. So that's your video on posting a new property.